you to give you more information before you actually make a purchase decision. All right, so I think that's a very crucial and very critical step, right? Because tonight Thomas can present to you many of the data that you may be handy for you to make decisions, right? But you guys have to also sit down, because I'm not going through financial calculations. I'm not going through some of the ABSD, buyer's stamp duty, additional buyer's stamp duty policies, right? I don't have time to do all that. I can only introduce to you what Bartley VUE is all about. So when you make an informed decision, all of you should make efforts to sit down with any of our ERA teammates, okay, to help you go through some of the things, then you can make a more informed decision. Okay, so that's basically what I want to highlight first. So let's jump right in. Okay, tonight Thomas will share you first from a pricing angle, since Singaporeans, we are very sensitive, right, to the price points of a project. Let's highlight whether this makes good sense or not to go in at Bartley VUE before I go to look at other attributes of the project. So this is basically what I want to go into. Where is Bartley VUE located? In case some of you are wondering, where is this Bartley VUE? It's basically located in the RCR. Okay, if you guys can type in the chat group on Facebook Live, if you're watching, yeah, can you guys type in what do you think is RCR? What do you think is this word called RCR over here? What is Thomas talking about? What's this thing called RCR? Let me help you. Okay, C and R is here. C and R is on the map itself. So what is R right in front? It stands for, okay, I don't want to keep everyone on tenterhooks. It stands for the rest, okay, the rest of central region. There are three main categories for government to categorize our land in terms of region. It's called the outside core central, which is in the outskirts, the suburban area. Then we have got the rest of core central, which you can see in this black color line here, highlighted here. I'm drawing it using my red pen now. So this is what they call the central region. Okay, then you go down to the very exclusive areas called CCR. That's called the core central region. So RCR basically is drawn out by this map here, this black color, this bolded line around here. So this is called the central region. So anything that is not CCR will be called the RCR, the rest of central region, just for everybody's information. And where is Bartley VUE? Bartley VUE is located right here. Okay, we put a star there to show you. It's right at the fringe of the CR, the central region itself. Okay, and in terms of how the estate is planned out, it goes under the Toa Payoh planning area. Why is this District 19, you may ask, right? Because District 19 also covers area like Sengkang, Punggol and all that. Why is this District 19? It's just how they zone it. It's at the beginning part of District 19, yet it's part of the Toa Payoh planning area. Okay, don't ask me how this thing works. It's how the government plan it that way. Okay, good. For those of you who are on Facebook Live, please go and like and share. Please go ahead and like and share so that more of your friends can come together and learn about this area called the Bartley area. Okay, my presentation is not purely in one specific zone. I will share you the area, what's happening in that area, okay, so that you guys can have a better picture when you are going out to purchase or hunt for a property. Okay, let's look at the RCR performance overall. I give you the overview first before we drill down into more specific and more granular in our discussion. Okay, so RCR over the past, this one, why am I showing you this chart? Because I want to give you a vision of how it looks like in terms of your investment horizon. In terms, if you think you want to buy property and you want to let it go in 5 years, then we have got a 5 years horizon. You want to let it go in 10 years, you want to let it go in 15 years. Okay, I'll show you the performance of RCR over this number of years. So you can see 5 years, we are talking about a growth of approximately 18%. Okay, and if you hold your property longer, you would have be sitting on a growth of 62%. And if you really in it for the long term and you hold it for a 15-year period, it has grown over 200%. So this is for the general RCR, right? So this one is not granular enough. Let's go right in and look at more granular in District 19 itself. What's the price growth like, right? So we are looking at 11%, 10 years. 5 years is 11%, 10 years 78%, and if you have held your property in District 19 okay, for a period of 15 years. You're sitting on a handsome profit of over 2 times. Meaning if you bought your property at 500,000 times 2 of that, okay, over 200% is your jump. Means you are going off in the quite a 1.5, 1.6 million range. So that's basically what we are talking about when we are looking at your District 19 growth. Just now we look at the rest of core central, right? The RCR zone. Now we look specifically into District 19. Then how about the Toa Payoh planning area? Later I will break them down into more granular discussion because I just want to give you a quick overview first. In the first 10-15 minutes, I want to give you a quick overview of what's happening in the areas that we are talking about. First, the rest of the core central, the RCR area. We zoom into District 19 specifically. Now we go down into Toa Payoh. We zoom in further. We go from a broad perspective, macro perspective, we zoom in into smaller and smaller. Then we come down to what Bartley Vue offers. Okay, so that's generally what Thomas' presentation is about for tonight's session. Hopefully you guys will gain a lot. And even if you say, I'm not interested in Bartley, ask your friend to come and listen to the talk. I will tell you why you should be buying property as a form of asset. Okay, why you should be keeping that as a form of asset. Okay, good. Next thing, we look at Toa Payoh. Same thing, 5 year, 10 years, and 15 years growth. Okay, Toa Payoh is not too bad. Yeah, it's not the fastest growth area because Toa Payoh is a very matured estate, right? Yeah. You're looking at a Toa Payoh resident, by the way. I live in Toa Payoh for years already. Okay, so now let's jump right in and go into our proper area talking about the RCR, which we have introduced to you earlier. And what are some of the current new launches happening in RCR? Not specifically in Bartley, but in RCR itself, so that we have a good overview. What's happening in this particular area that we are talking about, okay? So those of you on Facebook Live, hello, say hi on Facebook Live, okay? And type in hello, say hello to Thomas if you're watching this, okay? And those of you on Zoom as well, welcome, all right? Welcome to this particular session. Okay, what's happening with this Bartley Vue itself? First off, if any of you are asking what is the prices like, right? So let's look. Okay, so these are the current prices that we are launching, or indicative. Okay, I better put the word indicative. Otherwise you say, oh, this one the price, when eventually the developer price it and it comes out different, you say Thomas give you wrong info. Okay, these are indicative prices, everyone. Okay, indicative prices, which later on if you do, if I break down more analysis for you, you will probably have a good idea what I'm talking about. Okay, whether this is a good price, not a good price, you decide for yourself. My job here is to give you the data. You guys go and decide for yourself whether this is a good deal or not a good deal, should buy, should not buy, okay, or whether to have a further discussion and drill down more information from our ERA teammates. Yes, okay, someone is saying hi Marie, all right, on Facebook Live. Okay, good. These are the indicative prices. Okay, now let's look at all the project launches in your RCR area. Okay, in the rest of course. So I asked our team here, our team of very good researchers, to put together what are some of the things that are launches, recent launches, all right, in the RCR region. That means just now you saw Thomas draw out the central region for you, right? So we take out all those in the core central region, the rest of the core central. So these are all the different launches in that particular area. Okay, and if all of you are looking at all the numbers, trying to absorb all the numbers, don't need lah. Okay, let me average out the entire RCR for you. The average price in that area is $2,000. Okay, that would be the moving price going forward in the RCR region. So what am I saying? Right, if you look at it from that perspective, okay, $2,000 RCR. Okay, and if you remember, if you guys can remember some of the recent launches, right? There was a launch that is quite happening in the eastern part of Singapore, okay, in the OCR, outside central region. I will not tell you which project it is, but you guys can go and search the news. It has also crossed some units, although it's a small number of units, also crossed $2,000 per square foot, isn't it? It came out in the news. You guys can go and Google it, and you guys can go and take a look at it. Okay, so Thomas is not pulling number out from the air and telling you $2,000 is the average in RCR now. No, okay, and this is RCR, the RCR, okay, The one I mentioned earlier, the project, that's in OCR, outside core central. You want to find out more? Go and ask any of the property agents, your friends out there. Then they will tell you which project in the eastern part of Singapore crossed $2,000. So this is basically talking about the rest of the central region itself. Okay, so now we establish this is the benchmark price, right? This is the average going price, isn't it? And then before this, you notice I showed you the price list, the indicative price list. The starting price is 1750. Okay, everybody focus on this. So what I'm saying is this: when you look at this, when you look at this particular project, the developer is not asking for sky high prices. The developer is not saying that you must pay very extremely cutthroat price, okay, to pay through your nose kind of thing. What the developer is asking is market rate. In fact, it started with slightly below market rate, isn't it? And if you really zoom into that particular area, okay, I'll pick up another 2 projects in that area that launched in recent times. Okay, one is already sold out. It's called Park Colonia. Okay, this one is near another MRT called Woodleigh. Of course, our Bartley has an MRT around here. Okay, this one is called Bartley MRT. But they are all the Circle Line people. Later, I'll show you the MRT line, what it connects to. So at that particular area itself, there's still one more project that is selling. It's called the Woodleigh Residences. Okay, those of you who live around Potong Pasir, your Cedar area, as well as your Braddell Road area, you probably will know this area pretty well, right? Coming out from Upper Serangoon area, okay, itself. So this is already 74% sold, and the average going price is 2141 itself. Okay, 2001. So what let me reiterate. What the developer is asking for is not something that is sky high. It's only asking for a slightly below the market rate itself. Okay, so this establishes a very good platform for us to think about, all right, in terms of prices. So remember, tonight Thomas will give you all the data, all the information that you need, so that you can go back and discuss with your family members, see whether this is a good project for you to invest in or even to stay in. Okay, and obviously later I'll talk about some of the selling points, okay, of the particular project itself. Let's look at entry. Okay, when you look at the price entry point, there are 2 bidder. Okay, the quantum starts at 1,1215.45. Okay, so it starts from 1.2 mil. Okay, so this is the entry price going in for a 2-bidder. Okay, 2-bidder. And if I were to compare with the other projects, if you look at this project, and this project, which is in the vicinity, okay, you will notice that the 2-bidder is coming in at probably one of the lowest quantum. Okay, if I compare within a vicinity of 2 kilometers itself. Okay, so that's how we do. When we do data analysis for our client, we will put all this information together to do comparison, because we are very price sensitive, isn't it? So we also don't want to be a buyer that go into a project and overpay. Then all my neighbors, my family members say, "Hey, Thomas, you're not very clever, pay overpriced for overpriced project." So we don't want that. So we want you to make a good decision as a buyer when you're as a potential buyer analyzing the project itself. So 2-bedroom, let's look at 3-bidder. That's next slide. Okay, these are the 3-bidder prices. Not too bad. Market rate, if you look, you start off at 1.6. All right, whereas you would see Woodleigh is around this price, Mira, and of course Anteras, which is also around the same price. So you can see within the range. Alright, the developer is not, and please remember, the other the project that is quite comparable will be our Woodleigh. Alright, Woodleigh is quite near the MRT station, so is our Bartley Vue as well. Okay, later I'll tell you why Bartley Vue stands out for other types of reason. And the 4-bidder, how about the 4-bidder? The 4-bidder, interesting, right? And I'll tell you, there's a rising trend of people going for 4-bidder. Okay, because if you notice in this past 1.5 years, just like exactly what we are doing now. Okay, 2 years ago, I think Prime Minister Lee said this last night, right? 2 years ago, he does not know this particular software called Zoom. Tonight, are we very used to Zoom now? My friends on Facebook Live, are you very used to Zoom now? Yes or no? Or in my Zoom session, are you used to Zoom now? We are also used to this particular thing called Zoom now, right? So technology has changed our life, but it comes with its side effect, right? When you Zoom so much and you Zoom from home and you work from home so much, guess what? You run out of space because everybody is stationed at home, right? Your kids are doing home-based learning. Then Thomas is in the study room using his, that's if you even have a study room. Some people I Zoom with, their study room, their bedroom is all in the kitchen. Okay, so this tells you the rising trend of people going for units itself. So I can probably tell you lah. Okay, the popular ones are the 3-bedroom and the 4-bedroom, not necessarily the smaller units anymore. Okay, so alright, in terms of what is trending upwards in terms of the need for unit size. So yeah, but the developer this developer, they have built 2-bedroom, 3-bedrooms, and 4-bedrooms, right? And even a couple of some of the penthouses you can think of, in order to house you and your family, so that everybody can have comfortable space working from home, isn't it? So that's the price of the 2, 3, and the 4-bedroom, the entry price. Then what's interesting, when I was doing the so this one only came out when I was doing the research together with our research team itself. This is probably likely the last new launch in the Bartley area already. Which means land that can build condos or apartments are already built already, and this is probably one of the last launch already in the Bartley vicinity. Okay, so what am I saying? You look at it, it says Botanic, which is opposite Bartley Vue, which is here. Bartley Vue is here, by the way. I circle it. Okay, then of course we have got industrial area in that area, and if you look at this area, these are all your landed area here. All this area I mark X, these are all your HDB area. So this cluster, later I'll talk about it. Alright, the Bidadari area. I have a couple of slides on Bidadari, and of course Bartley Reach, which TOP. So you can see all these TOP already. Already people are staying there already. The brand new launch now is Bartley Vue. The one that is existingly selling is Woodleigh Residences, isn't it? Which we highlighted earlier. So along the Bartley Road, 没有了嘞. Okay, no more pieces of land available for the time being until the government feels that unless if they want to change, I don't know what is this red plot of land here, unless they want to change that red plot of land or change some of the industrial zone to become residential. Otherwise, this is probably one of the last project to be launched in the Bartley vicinity, which means, okay, some people ask, hey Thomas, too technical, can talk layman term or not? Okay, simple, which means what? Okay, limited edition. You're gonna get more and more limited already. Okay, and let me put a very simple from another product. If you buy, let's say you go out and buy a pair of shoes, a pair of Nike shoes, for example, limited edition more expensive or regular edition more expensive? Okay, I think you guys will know the answer to that, right? I ask again, limited more expensive or regular edition more expensive? Same thing, you go walk in to buy an LV bag, right? Limited edition LV bag or regular edition LV bag is more expensive? You guys probably will know the answer better than I do, okay? Because you guys do shopping more than I do, right? I don't do shopping. At night, I just do seminar like this. My life is quite boring. Alright, so generally, this is what I'm talking about in the Bartley vicinity. Why is the developer able to price it so competitively in terms of the price point? Right? Even though the developer understand this is one of the last few plots of land, right? Because when they went out and they bid for the land, okay, the market was pretty muted then. It was before COVID. I think it was before COVID. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Okay, the developer bought the land in 2019, okay, and launching now. All right, 2019 when they bought the land, obviously COVID has not started yet. All right, but apparently during COVID period, the prices held quite strongly, quite stable in terms of the price point. Okay, and in fact the market became a little bit more vibrant, right, once we start vaccinating the whole nation. So you can see now at the entry price, the land cost the developer 885 per square foot. All right, and this is their winning bid here. I circle it out for all of us to see. All right, so Wee Hur won the development at $885 per square. It means the land cost. Okay, let's give you a quick round up of how price put together generally, conceptually by developer. First, you have the base price, right? The base price is the land. Yes. Then you have on your land itself, you need to construct, right? So there will be contractors and builders costs. You have a construction cost on it, isn't it? Then if the developer were to borrow money to finance the construction and all that, okay, then there will be holding costs like interest from the bank loan they took from the bank itself. Okay, then of course you need to also throw in a little bit of profit from the developer, right? Yes, so this developer's profit, the construction cost, the holding cost of the land, plus the land itself, everything adds up. Okay, that's why you start off at 1750 per square foot. Again, let me reiterate, he's not asking for sky high prices because that's probably much the price that he or she can make a living among the developers. Okay, now let's look at recent GLS. GLS stands for Government Land Sale, in case you're wondering what is GLS, Government Land Sales. So what does GLS do, and why am I putting it in my presentation here? What happened with the recent GLS sales itself? Okay, let's look at recent launches. Now you'll be wondering to yourself, hey Thomas, I thought we were talking about Bartley Road. How come you tell me Tengah? Okay, Tengah is this. Let me circle the word I want you guys to take note of. Record. Okay, this is for an EC in Tengah. You guys know where Tengah not? Tengah is where the army camp used to be, right? Okay, now they're clearing it, and HDB has announced they're going to build a big HDB project in that particular area itself. That's the Tengah itself. Then with it, they also launched EC, Executive Condominium. Later, I'll give you the price that the developer paid per square foot per plot ratio. Okay, so my point to you is you don't need to study Tengah. Tonight, we're not here to study about Tengah. Our case study is on Bartley. It's not Tengah. So what I want to highlight to you is remember this word called record. Okay, the next slide also says a record. Okay, record price again for Lentor, okay, which is in Tampines area. Third, another record in the Tampines EC. So this is basically the same, and Lentor itself. So when you see record after record, meaning what? Developers are hungry for land. That's why they are competing competitively. And how to win a tender? Okay, many of you will know how to win a tender, right? How to win a tender is to go in and bid higher and higher, lor. Okay, I think that's generally not the vision that we want. Of course, all of us hope, right? If you are waiting to buy a property, you will hope that the developer bid lower and lower, lah. But if they bid low, they will never win the tender, isn't it? And they will never be able to buy something at a low price and sell to us at low price. Okay, they can only bid, and because of the tender process, usually the highest bidder wins, isn't it? Okay, and in this instance, okay, record price. How are the records being broken? Let me show you first. This is the first one I showed you earlier. Tengah came in for an EC, $600, $600. Okay, and in Tampines, the other EC that was sold, $650. Okay, just to give you some background information, EC is a hybrid between HDB because the land is sold by HDB, right? Developer buys it. Okay, but for EC itself is for privileged lot. You will need to qualify under certain criteria before you can actually buy an EC, isn't it? Okay, so those of you who do not know, want to understand more, you can always talk to your friends who invited you here, or talk to any of our ERA teammates. We'll be more than happy to explain that to you. But more importantly, if you look at it from another perspective, if you look at it from this perspective, you will notice this one. Next one, Ang Mo Kio. Guess what? This is only land. And remember just now Thomas was telling us, land. You have got land. You must add what? You must add on the construction cost, right? Construction. Okay. Then you must add on a little bit of holding costs, interests. Okay. And of course, developer need to make some level of profits, right? So when you see things like this happen, this will add up to the total cost. So when you see the land is 1,000, it doesn't mean the developer will sell to you at 1,000, Okay, he add on. Maybe you have to cross 2,000 in order for it to make business sense to him already, to buy this piece of land. So in Ang Mo Kio, okay, when you see 1,001, yeah, I can probably tell you already, your purchase price in future will likely cross 2,000 mark. Okay, so that's very, very highly possible already, looking at the thing. Lentor, okay, our Lentor area is 1,002. Northumberland Road, okay, this is the RCR one, it's 1129. So, and of course Maxwell House, which is an en bloc, okay, 5 and 6. Maxwell House is an en bloc. En bloc piece of land is a bit different, okay, because they got to rejuvenate the land, top up the lease, etc. And it's a mixed plot of land, by the way. And Maxwell House is along Maxwell Road, so I guess that will be different. That's probably in town, they'll have to pay town prices. Okay, so that's generally what I'm trying to tell you. Land cost has gone up, okay, because developer now are land hungry. Now, let's put it into a picture and show all of us, because most of us are graphic people. Let's show you some visuals. Now, Where is our Bartley Vue? Bartley Vue is the one I highlighted here, right in the middle. Okay, and just now I highlighted a couple of EC, right? This one was the Tengah one. Yeah, and where is the one for my this one is my Tampines one. This is EC, this is EC. Okay, from the table I showed you earlier. So when you see two plots of EC 600 and 659, you'll be thinking to yourself, well, EC will become more expensive. Then condo will be even more expensive, isn't it? Yeah, because not all the people who buy condo can qualify for EC, right? EC need qualification. So what is this point? What is Thomas trying to show us again from this particular chart? Take a look, everyone. If you look at it, there are also OCR plots of land and they paid this kind of price. Okay, they paid this kind of prices for OCR, which means it's outside central region, which is not even the RCR region. Okay, so generally you will see in terms of price point, if you were to put them up into benchmark prices, you will see the not cheap, I shouldn't use the word cheapest. You will see the relatively more affordable piece of land would be your OCR, right? Because they are further away from town, right? Then followed by RCR, followed by the highest price would be your CCR, isn't it? So that's generally the perception of how prices, or rather it's a fact, not the perception of how prices will be priced in terms of what you need to pay for the particular location, isn't it? OCR, okay, the most affordable, followed by RCR, followed by the most expensive would be your CCR area. So you can see, even though this is an RCR plot of land for Bartley Vue, they are still cheaper compared to some of the OCR prices, no? Which tells you again, reiterates the same point I'm trying to establish earlier. The developer is not trying to sell you at a very expensive price. How come he can sell you at this kind of price? It's because of his land prices not being too expensive. You understand? Okay, you guys need to capture this as a form of comparison. Why am I comparing all this? So it's to give you the perspective that the land is not cheap. However, for Bartley Vue is still reasonable for Bartley Vue itself. Okay, so how did Bartley in the area itself, how did the various condo in the area perform? Especially many of them has already reached resale status, right? So did they make money or did they lose money in the Bartley area itself? Let's look at some of the Bartley collection. What is happening in the Bartley itself? And of course, our subject is here. This is our Bartley, and here is where's my MRT station, which is nearby. Okay, I think this nearby, I think is this area is the MRT station. Okay, so if you look, let's circle out the few projects around there. We have got, okay, I know the size is very small for you to see. Okay, this is called Bartley Residences. Okay, this one is called Bartley Residences. Okay, I will skip the word Bartley because all of them are Bartley. This one is called Botanic. Okay, and this one is called Bartley something. Okay, can't remember. The text very small for me also. The Bartley Ridge, I think. Bartley Ridge. Yeah, if I remember correctly. So you can see, when you see some of these projects come out, how are they doing? Okay, because if you look at how they are doing, you probably have a good idea how your Bartley Vue will perform in future, right? When it becomes TOP project. Okay, let's look. In the month of August, I don't want to look too far, okay? Don't look at the past history. I don't bring out 10 years of history and show you. I already can tell you they make money, right? It's only a period. I want to measure in August itself. I show you the latest transaction, what is happening, okay? So you can see 100%, even though there are only 4 transactions. I will not pull out more transaction to impress you. I just want to show you what's happening in August. And all of you know, right? August, it's actually a ghost month, a hungry ghost month, right? Yet people are still buying. Okay, so these are some of the projects they are selling. And out of the 4 transactions, 1, 2, 3, 4 itself, okay, this one 100% for Bartley Residences. How about the other projects? Let's look. Bartley Ridge, 1 transaction only because it's a relatively smaller project. Also 100% profitable, means make money make money. Then 2 more transactions happen in Botanic. Yes, because Botanic is probably the newest, I think it's the newest TOP project around there, and many people are still enjoying the place and not selling it as of now. Okay, so what happened? This one, also 100%. So what I'm saying is this, in the Bartley area, no one has lost money okay, in the recent times when they're selling, which is good news, right? Which is good news, okay? Which is good news to all of us, right? So now let's zoom in, okay? Let's zoom in even further into our different attributes of this particular project. Again, before I proceed, those of you on Facebook Live, please help me like and share it so that more and more of your friends can actually learn from Thomas tonight about this location called the RCR, and in specific terms, Bartley itself, in that particular area. Please help me like and share, everyone. Say hi, okay? I hope you guys are still awake after Thomas talking for like 30-40 minutes already. Yes, let's look at specific effects when certain things happen, okay, for that particular project itself. I will go in at 4 areas, okay? One is the MRT station effect. This one, I do not, probably this is the slide, I don't need to share you lah. Okay, all of you think, maybe you can type in the chat group so I can see. You think MRT good? Staying near MRT good or no good? Maybe you can type in the chat group. All of you can type on Facebook Live, type in the chat group if you're watching anywhere, whichever channel you're watching. Stay near MRT good or no good? Huh? Good or no good? Wow, no response eh. Hey, what's happening with the people? Is it too hungry to type? Your fingers are too weak to type, is it? Those of you who are listening to Thomas, please type into the chat group. Good, no good? Thank you. I can see Joan, Elaine, Jamie, and very, very good. Wow. Jensen, good, but I'm driving. Hey, please drive safe, Kelson. And those on Facebook Live, hi. Okay. Yes. You can type if you are safe and hopefully your hands are on your steering wheel. Okay. So if you live near the MRT station itself, that brings with it a certain effect. Okay. So let's give you more effects on staying near MRT station itself. Okay, excuse me. So if you look, just 380 meters away would be our MRT station called Bartley MRT itself. Okay, so when you look at this, you'll be asking yourself, hey, between here and Bartley MRT station, I need to walk. Of course, walking is not bad, okay, walk a little bit, won't die. And especially this is like within 380 meters, you probably can walk in 5 minutes. Or within 5 minutes, it depends on how long your legs are, okay, or how fast you do brisk walking or you do leisure walk, isn't it? So it depends on how fast or how slow you walk. But on average, I think you can reach the MRT station within 5 minutes. And did I mention that the walk is actually sheltered? So you have sheltered walk to the MRT station, which is not too bad, right? Okay, well, not too bad, right? Yeah, so Gerard is asking, okay, those of you on Facebook Live probably cannot see this, it's on Zoom. Gerard is asking, but has the consideration been factored into future pricing? Okay, in all pricing mechanism, like I mentioned earlier, developer, Gerard, this is to answer your question. In all pricing mechanism, it's always land price as the base, add on construction, add on profit, add on the holding costs. Okay, has the MRT been factored in? Of course, when the developer has bought the land, they would have thought of this factor because MRT is already there. Okay, when the developer bought the land, right? That's why he's willing to pay 885. If without the MRT station, probably he pays $700 or 650. You know, that kind of thing. So it would have been factored in already. Okay, but not to worry, Gerard. I'll tell you, there's further growth in terms of that. I hope that answers your question, Gerard. Okay, if you are worried whether there's future growth or not, let's look. I'll show you other examples of other areas of what happened when people stay near the MRT station. Okay, all right, not in particular Bartley MRT station, because Bartley we do not have other projects to compare. Let's compare another project in the Circle Line itself, which I'll show you very shortly, a case study. Okay, but let me show you the vicinity of the MRT station first. One station away. Okay, Bartley is here. In case you're wondering where is it, Bartley is here. Okay, let me circle big for you. One station away is your next. Okay, your next shopping mall, which is Serangoon. Okay, and I think 1, 2, 3 stations away, you'll be talking about Paya Lebar. Okay, so next one stop away, 3 stops away to Paya Lebar. And Paya Lebar, you know, right, it's got Paya Lebar Square, Paya Lebar Quarters, and nearby is Singapore Post Center. Lots of food in that area. Next as well, right? Because the first thing Thomas look at when he buy a project, especially to house his family, where to find food, because I seldom cook at home, right? The next thing I ask is, where are my food? Okay, later I'll show you a map. Purposely prepared for foodies here. Those of you who love food like I do, okay, we're going to learn where are all the different food that you can find in the vicinity itself. And of course, if you want to change line, you can always go change line at Bishan. Bishan is here. I think it's like 1, 2, 3 stations away. Okay, 3 stations away. Yeah. Then now, what is up and coming is this. If you work in town, okay, I don't know whether any of you work near Tanjong Pagar, Maxwell area, or even your International Plaza area. I don't know whether any of you work there, because by the time this Bartley Vue has been built, it will be 2026. Okay, but in 2025, we have got a station called Prince Edward, Cantonment, and Keppel. 3 more stations will be open in town, which means you can go from Bartley all the way to town in approximately within half an hour's travel time. So that basically cut down. If you need to drive all the time, maybe you can consider taking the MRT to work. Okay, being 5 minutes away from the MRT station. So that is where if you work in town. Okay, so these are just some of the things that you enjoy staying near the MRT station. Now let's look at in terms of MRT, it also brings with you a good rentability, right? Yes. So what I pull out is this. I asked my team to pull out what are some of the projects that is pretty near MRT station. And my question to them is this. Hey, show me when you are near the MRT station, how near? These are the meters. 100 meters, 1.2 kilometer, 120, 300. So this one, when they are living, this one, Botanic and all that. Then the next thing I ask my team is, hey, in the last 6 months, got people rent or not? So you can see, in the last 6 months, you can see very healthy in terms of the number of renting. So what I'm saying, what is Thomas telling us tonight? Okay, what is Thomas telling us? Everybody in this, including those on Facebook Live. What is Thomas saying? Basically, he's saying this. If you buy something, a project that is near the MRT station, you do not need to worry about finding tenants, isn't it? Okay? Because in Singapore itself, the tenants that typically rent from you will be the expatriates. And the expatriates typically work in town area, right? I'm saying typical. I'm not saying they don't stay anywhere else in Singapore. What I'm saying is typically they'll look for something that's near the MRT because they also, some of them do not drive, some of them cycle, some of them, if they don't drive, they will want to take the train to work, right? Because parking will be very expensive if they drive and they park in town, isn't it? So these are the considerations for a tenant. So when a tenant look for a place, they will look for something that is readily available and easy to walk to the MRT station, right? And later I'll tell you what's the beauty of staying in Bartley itself, in the Bartley area. If you notice, tonight's title is Serenity Meets Convenience, right? So you can see, it's not only convenient where the MRT is concerned for Bartley. It carries with it this factor called serenity, which I'll show you very shortly. Okay, show you. Now let's look at other effects in terms of the schools. Let's look at the effects of schools before I bring out some of the case studies. Schools, anyone wants to tell me in the chat group or on Facebook Live, what's the very prestigious school in the Bartley area? Near the Bartley MRT station. Is there any prestigious school you can think of? Anyone wants to type in on the chat group itself? Yes, someone brought up. Jensen is saying, Jamie, Vincent, okay, they are saying Maris Stella. Hey, what color is the Maris Stella? I don't know, right? Is it the one with the green color polka dot? No, I think that's Margaret, right? Maris Stella is what color? Is it white? I don't know. Okay, I don't know what is the color. Oh, blue and white. Thank you, Roslyn. I didn't know that. Okay, my daughters are all over primary school, so I do not know this. Okay, my elders already working already. Okay, yes. In case you're wondering. So now, if you look, Maris Stella, blue and white. Okay, that particular school itself. Let's see how far is it away from the MRT station. So these are some of the schools in the area. Okay, this one obviously is the school that is prestigious. Don't know about you. I know this school very well because my daughter goes to this secondary school. Okay, now she's in JCA, right? So my daughter goes to Cedar Girls Secondary School. Now she's in VJC. Okay, so in the vicinity, I'm not saying vicinity meaning in the area. I'm not saying within 1 km. Within 1 km is only this one. Within 1 km is only Maris Stella, which is good. okay, which is good already. So Cedar Girls Secondary School is a secondary school. PL MGS, okay, I think is definitely, it's not within 1 km, so that one is for consideration, okay, if you are really buying. So it suits parents as well, right? So besides the fact, let me reiterate, besides the fact that you buy near MRT, you can easily find tenant if you're investing, or if your family members don't drive, like my daughters, they don't drive, right? Staying near MRT got its advantages, right? They can come home easily through the MRT network, isn't it? Yep. So, or even for your parents as well, right? So you can see there are secondary school, there is good primary school. More importantly, if you really want to get your child into Maris Stella, this is definitely one of the things you don't want to miss, right? So here we go. Maris Stella, I also want to tell you, okay, my guys, my team actually brought forth and highlighted this to me, and I was quite impressed with this. Okay, he actually highlighted that Maris Stella is in the top 20 schools according to the website. You can see the source below. It's in one of the top 20 schools in Singapore. Wow. So actually, let's see whether my daughter's school inside or not. Oh yeah. My daughter, they went to the primary school called Rosai. Hey, not bad. Okay, so in the top 20 school is Maris Stella. Okay, can you see the ranking is higher than SCGS, Singapore Chinese Girls School? Singapore Chinese Girls School only came in at 20, you know. So Maris Stella itself, there will be very high demand from the parents in future. Even if, so you see, one of the journey, like my friend, one of the journey he took was he bought something within 1 km. He got the child, his son into the school. I will not tell you which school they went to. He bought a condo in that area. He got the son into the school. After the son finished his primary school, right, he sold it to another parent who wants to get the son into the primary school as well. So this, I mean, it's an ongoing cycle, right? So besides the fact MRT is a selling point already, you also have a second selling point called a good school that can, a top 20 school. And in case you're wondering, my researcher told me, I asked him, how many schools are there, primary school are there in Singapore? 186 according to him. And this is in the top 20, you know. Okay. Wow. So this one, I don't need to tell you how good. Okay, you guys will know, especially those of you who are parents. Okay, you guys will probably know how good it is. So this is approximately 400 meters away. Okay, yeah, so this one is just a short stroll away. It's not even a brisk walk, okay? It's a short stroll away, 400 meters. I was going to say 400 kilometers. No, that one can go to KL. 400 meters away, yeah, everyone? So that will bring you to your Maris Stella High School, and it's within 1 kilometer. That's the most important thing, isn't it? 1 kilometer is in phase what? Is it phase 2B or is it 2C? Can someone advise me on the chat group? Is it phase 2B or 2C? I'm not very sure. Maybe you guys will know this better, especially parents are sending your kids to school. Phase 2B or 2C? Within 1 kilometer. Or is it 2? Is there a 2D or something? I'm not very sure. I'm out of the system already. Okay, good. Yep, let's look. Then what's the benefit of staying near the good school? Okay, let's see. Let's give you a case study. Okay? Let's give you a case study of another school that is pretty good. In Bishan area called Catholic High. This is probably the closest comparison. What I'm trying to do is this. I'm trying to nail the school in the middle. I see what happened to the property prices within 1 kilometer and within 2 kilometers. Okay, I set the ground for us to see. The school is in the middle. Within 1 kilometer, what happened to the property prices there? And within 2 kilometers, what happened to the property prices there? Then we can make some prediction for Bartley Vue as well, right? Because Bartley Vue, the Maris Stella is within 1 km, right? And other schools within 2 km, isn't it? So, same thing for Catholic High School, which is located in Bishan itself. Let's see what happened to the prices of the property within a radius of 1 kilometer first, followed by 2 kilometers. Okay, then later I'll show you the price movement. So you can see in that particular 1 kilometer of Catholic High School in the middle, we have got 1, 2, 3 projects. Then another 4, 5, and 6, 3 more projects outside the 1 kilometer range, but we're still within 2 kilometers. But more importantly, let's see the price movement. How does the price move in terms of whether you're near the school or not near the school? Okay, let me bring your reference to this. Okay, the blue color, the one that has got 45% rise, is the within 1 km. Meaning the demand is coming from the parents. Then outside the 1 km, usually, it does not matter to parents already because they probably can't get their kids into that school anyway. Okay, so you can see the price difference is approximately 6-7%. Okay, be over 6% itself, coming to 6%. So you can generally see the effects of price point of being nearer to the school, your price typically will move better. All right, simply because you buy now near the school because you need it. In future, you also have a very simple exit plan. Some other parents who want to be near the school also need to buy something that is within 1 km. So you present that particular option to them, isn't it? Okay, and there's not many units to choose in Bartley Vue, by the way. There's only 115 units. So yeah, my suggestion is think really long, think hard about it. And then this Friday, please contact, this next few days, please contact any of our teammates if you're interested to dig more information and look into it. Okay, next. Now, the question I have for you is, we know what Catholic high within 1 km. Let's go back. We know one within 1 km. This is within 1 km. Okay, this is within 2 km. So we know how they perform already, right? So then my question to us is, do you think Bartley Vue has the same attribute to perform in a similar manner? That's really up to you to decide. Okay, what I'm trying to show you is, I show you what is similar in terms of case study. Then you think about it, whether it can be whether it will also happen for Bartley Vue, which is also within 1 km of a good school. Okay, and within 2 km there are other schools itself. So this is the parents factor. Okay, parents. Then the exit strategy. Every time we think about property investment, we don't just teach you how to enter, we also want to teach you how to exit, right? Yeah, so one of the exit strategy is via the parents route. Okay, via parents route. Okay, now, so this is another exit strategy that I can introduce to you, is this thing called HDB towns around your condo itself. So we are talking, so you'll be thinking to yourself, hey Thomas, we talk about Bartley Vue, why you go and talk about other things like Bidadari town and all that? Because every time you do property investment, you need to know how to enter and how to exit. Correct or not? It's just that when you enter a house, when you enter a place, right, there is an entry. What if you want to leave the place? You must know where's the exit, isn't it? So Thomas is just want to give you a more holistic picture to teach you. You can enter, you can exit also. I'm just showing you where's the enter, the door to the entry, and I'm also showing you where are the exits. Okay, and if possible, I will also show you where's the fire exit in case there's an emergency. Okay, so that's generally what I'm trying to do tonight in this consumer seminar itself. Good. We are almost an hour into the seminar. How's everyone? Okay, breathing or not? Feeling okay or not? Give me a thumbs up or say hello again in your chat group or Facebook Live if you are observing this. Hopefully you guys haven't gone to sleep. Joan, thank you for your response. Yes. Okay, let's look. What's happening in the surrounding area would be our Bidadari. Okay, and if you have been following the news, HDB has been releasing lots and lots of HDB flats to be purchased by Singaporeans, right? For Bidadari. Later I'll show you just how big Bidadari is going to be. I'll show you the volume of HDB numbers in that area. Why am I introducing a HDB? Because I want to introduce you to this term called HDB upgrader. Meaning, you buy Bartley Vue as a condo. In future, what is your exit strategy? It's either you sell to a pair of parents who wants to buy a property near their children's school to potentially put them in, right, within 1 km. If not, you sell to a HDB upgrader. Then the question is, this HDB upgrader come from where? Bidadari law. Okay, so I'm trying to link up and tell you what is the entry and the exit strategy. So in a nutshell, what Thomas is trying to tell us is this. When the person has fulfilled his Bidadari MOP, okay, MOP itself, done already. MOP, okay, minimum occupation period, I stay 5 years already. Now they can offload, right? And I will tell you this, based on statistics, many people who treat their HDB flats to make money is selling their HDB flat after 5 years, because that is where the price tend to be the highest. Okay, because it's a fresh new product in the marketplace, and people buy it, especially the younger couples buy it because they don't need to pay for renovation costs. Okay, especially for people who are tight on their budget in terms of cash, because renovation you need to pay cash, right? So that's for HDB itself. Someone will go and buy and offload that particular person's HDB flat. Then that person, based on familiarity, will turn to upgrade to a condo nearby, and therefore you and I, the people who own the resale condo, by then when the Bidadari hits MOP, your Bartley Vue also MOP. If not, your Bartley Vue already considered relatively not so young condo anymore. So you can see that when there's a spillover effect, when people start selling their HDB flat, they will tend to buy something nearby. Why do I say this? This is a very normal human behavior. If you understand how psychology works, all of us are creatures. We are all, you and I, okay, in me inclusive. I'm not just saying all of us. I'm saying all, me inclusive. We are all creatures of familiarity. Okay, if you grew up in a certain area, you tend to buy your property, your next home in the same vicinity. Simply because, number one, you want to be near your parents, if not near your in-laws. It depending on who is staying near who, isn't it? But either way you look at it, you probably stay near one of them, whether your parents or your in-laws, depending on who wins the long jump pass, okay, between two of you. Okay, so that's generally the idea. People are creatures of familiarity. We are familiar with the area, we go for that particular area itself. Okay, I hope all this makes sense to you. Similarly, if you apply it to our slide down here, the concept here, if I am staying in Bidadari, okay, if I'm staying in Bidadari, when I sell and make my 2, 3, 400,000 in terms of my HDB, I'll be looking at, let's look, what are the condos nearby, right? They may end up with Bartley Vue itself, okay? And of course, together with the rest of the condo like Bartley Ridge your Bartley Residences, and of course your Botanic, isn't it? So you will be definitely there in terms of the exit strategy of the HDB. So now, how many HDB flats are we talking about? A potential pool of 8,560 households will be in the Bidadari area, my friends. Okay, it's not a small estate anymore. Okay, and the first people will reach their MOP 2025. That means they will fulfill. You know, Bidadari area, there are already HDB owners staying there. If you already know this, means there are HDB people staying there, fulfilling their 5 years already. 5 years, counting down already, right? Now 2021, okay, they got their keys probably last year. Now they are fulfilling their MOP, and by the time they hit 2025, okay, there's 3,000 units out there. Let's just assume 90% stay put, 90%. 10% come out, look for houses. Okay, that's over 370 people, no? Yeah, so these are all the potential buyer. So this is one of the exit strategy I'm talking about, right? In terms of you holding on to a unit in Bartley Vue. I was going to say Bidadari. No, that one is cemetery. Okay, so you can see ongoing, you will see there are more people coming on board in terms of their TOP, TOP. Okay, but this one very old. This one all, this one all take very long. Okay, all this, I cancel all the TOP very long. But you notice, this year got TOP, next year got TOP. Okay, so you can see another 2,000 units, 2,000 plus units going into their MOP range. And if you're wondering, but MOP, that one is 5 years down the road. Yes, correct, because our Bartley Vue, all right, only Bartley Vue is only TOP in 2026. So when you come on board, these people, when they reach their MOP, some of them sell immediately, some of them sell 6 months later, some of them sell 1 year later, right? Because they don't want to join the rush sometimes, isn't it? So there are people ongoing selling their HDB resale, and that would be when they exit, and this is where they will enter into the condo market, because Singaporeans typically will aspire to own private property, right? So when they do that, then you stand to gain. That's what I'm saying. This is one of the exit strategy I can share with you guys. So again, what are a couple of exit strategy? The school is one exit strategy. The second one will be the huge Bidadari HDB estate that will be upgraders there coming forward to look for condos in the Bartley vicinity. Okay, that's generally what you can potentially be looking at. Okay, of course, can they move out of the town? Of course. Can they move to Woodleigh? Can they move to Kovan? Can. Okay, what I'm saying is Bartley become one of the option they can certainly consider. Does it make sense? Okay, let's do a case study. Let's do a case study of the people who are upgrading and whether it makes sense for you or not. So let's look. This Forest Wood, this is in your Buangkok area. Forest Wood is here. What happened is this one is HDB and HDB. And let me draw your attention, all these HDB itself, let me draw your attention. The MOP is 2019. Can see? MOP is 2019. And this one, MOP is, the TOP is 2020, last year. Okay, so 2019, these people reach MOP means 5 years they can sell already. Okay, 2020, this condo Forest Wood came about. So what happened to the price point? Okay, I got 2 case study I prepared for you. I like to do case study because it's to prove that the data analysis is pretty accurate. So when before this one, this is this period to this period. This one, the HDB flats around it haven't reached MOP yet. Okay, then this is the period they reach MOP. So when they reach MOP, guess what? Yeah, you can see for Forest Wood itself, when they reach MOP, quite a number of HDB dwellers came forward to buy the Forest Wood itself. Okay, so there is a link. Okay, there is a correlation. Means the prices tend to rise when the HDB hits MOP and the project is ready, right? So people, like I said, I'm trying to link the 2 stories. The person who reaches MOP, he cash out, right? He cash out, he'll be looking for condo in the same vicinity. And in this case, the beneficiary is our dear Forest Wood from the people in Buangkok and all that. Yeah. So therefore, it caused a rise in terms of the price point. Does it make sense? Okay. Higher, before that, it's already rising. But once you hit MOP, the upgraders come, the price rise even further. Okay. Let's look at another sample of something that we can relate to. Okay. In this place, Symphony High, I think it's Yishun. I think it's Yishun area. Same thing. Their TOP is 2018. All these flats reaches their MOP in 2017 and 18. So what happened to Symphony Heights? Okay, for HDB estate, condo inside HDB estate, when it reaches MOP and Symphony Suites is for sale, what happened to the price point? You see, when MOP happened, it's the same phenomenon. It's the same behavior, right? Before MOP and after MOP. Okay, it's the same behavior when it comes to HDB upgraders. This one is even more pronounced because you can see the number of HDB owner. This is based on all this information are from reliable sources. Okay, if not from government, they are from reliable sources. So you can see the impact of HDB reaching MOP, then all the upgraders come into the marketplace, right? And the first stop is usually the condos in the area. So what I'm saying is the beneficiary will be the condos that is in the HDB estate that reaches MOP because of the HDB upgraders market. Okay, I hope this one makes sense to you. So the next question I have for you is, will Bartley Vue similarly enjoy the same effects from Bidadari HDB estate? Okay, I'll leave the answers to you guys to answer. Okay, you guys probably can process the information. I hope I've been very clear about this and hope that you guys can process the information as better as I do. I also want to introduce to you Bartley area. The area itself is low population density, meaning you will see a lot of all these. These are all landed property. Landed property are typically low rise, low density, isn't it? Because big size house, less people, less cars, right? So low density area presents itself. If you drive, you won't be so frustrated because don't have a lot of cars vying for the roads, using the roads together with you, right? Because of the low population density. So you can see over the years, the density in the population all over Singapore on average has been dropping. Okay, you can see it rise, and in recent years it has started to taper off in terms of density. This one is on average for the whole nation itself. What happens in our Bartley area? Okay, in our Bartley area, just to let you know what is surrounding Bartley itself would be quite a number of, we have got schools, we have got camp, we have got condos, we have got landed. Okay, and of course we have Bidadari, which is further out from that area, HDB itself. What is very interesting is this, where Bartley is concerned. You can see Bartley, if you look here and you look here, these are all landed areas. Okay, and if you compare it with the next condo, it's quite a distance. Okay, meaning you have to look across the road in order to see the next condo itself. So now, if you look at that area itself, how's the density in the area in the Toa Payoh planning district, right? So this Bartley Vue happens to be in this subzone called Joo Seng area. Okay, so you can see in the Toa Payoh planning area. Now, for people like Thomas, I stay here, Toa Payoh. Okay, in the central area, very dense. Okay, and I hate to say this, sometimes the population is very old. So okay. Yeah, but I feel good. I feel one of the youngest. Every time I visit the NTUC in Toa Payoh, I feel one of the youngest, because of all the older folks around me. Okay, so this is Toa Payoh. Okay, this is in the Toa Payoh itself. How about Upper Paya Lebar, which is nearby, right? Upper Paya Lebar, no, we are not hitting the Kovan area yet. That could be even more dense. But Joo Seng area, you notice, is only quite low in terms of density. Why? Because surrounding you are all the mostly landed area. Okay, so when you have a condo, and then your condo is surrounded by landed area, guess what? Your view good or no good? Will you get good views or not? If you are surrounded by landed area, because landed, they cannot go more than 3 stories, isn't it? Okay, so even if you stay 4th floor, 5th floor, 6th floor, you probably can overlook the landed area and see quite far. Okay, so that's one of the things that you can think about in a low density area. Okay, so do condos that are in low density area, that means areas that has got landed, okay, not a lot of people around, do the condos perform better or not so good compared to high density area? Let's look. We do data analysis is like this. Okay, when you come for consumer seminar, my job is to make the data come alive. My job is to make the data become clear and very simple to understand for all of you. Okay, that is listening in. Let's look. Let's compare Toa Payoh, Upper Paya Lebar to Joo Seng, which is where the planning area is for Bartley Vue itself. So let's look at Toa Payoh. Let's zoom into Toa Payoh. High density, high population, because a lot of HDB estate is there, right? So you can see the projects around there. Okay, Trellis, Oleander, Sky at 11. These are all found very near to the central. Okay, then we see the low population density area, Bartley Residences, our coming Bartley Vue, and of course Bartley Reach itself. So I pick out 3 projects to compare. Okay, high density area versus a low density area. How does the condo prices perform in that particular site? Okay, same thing. If you look at the low density area, this is our Bartley area, our Joo Seng performance, and this is the high density area. Okay, you can see, surprisingly, right? The more dense the population is, the price movement is not exactly as high compared to our Bartley, which is low density area. So this tells you, people, when they look for houses, sometimes they also look for serenity, isn't it? They also look for peace and quiet, right? Yeah. So unless you are really, really very familiar with the area, and you really can take the hustle and bustle of city living, okay? Like I used to live in this particular project called 𝘁𝐵𝑚. I don't know whether you guys know this place. 𝘁𝐵𝑚 faces a main road called Upper Serangoon. Okay, but 𝘁𝐵𝑚 itself has got 2 facing. One faces the main road, the other side faces landed property, which is the back. Okay, yeah, I've stayed in both facing, and it's a very huge contrast in terms of sound. Alright, very huge contrast in terms of sound. So therefore, there are people who look for convenience, there are people who look for serenity. So you can see very clearly from the data itself. When we pull out the data does not lie, People look for low density area if they are housing their family. Okay, high density area, yes, if they are buying it as investment, they want to rent out easily, and they want to find amenities easily, maybe that makes sense to you. Then why do you stay in town? Maybe in town better, you got a lot more amenities in town. Okay, that's one of the idea, that's one of the concept that we can think about, low density versus high density area. So Bartley Vue, low density. Bartley Vue, good exit strategy in terms of HDB upgrader, good exit strategy in terms of the parents coming to buy from you. So I'm building up the story as we go along for Bartley Vue itself. So will Bartley Vue be able to enjoy the same amount of rise in terms of? That's yet to be seen, because all I'm asking is, will it happen or not? Okay, so you guys have, I'm giving you the information so that you guys can piece the information together to process it. Okay, later I'll do a summary for all of us. Now let's jump right in and look at our project attributes. What is around it itself? If you drive, if you take MRT, obviously it's good. It already explained MRT effects already. If you drive, it's well connected to also the expressway. Okay, and of course, if you travel along the main road, one direction goes, I think, towards the Tai Seng Tampines side, right? Bartley. The other direction goes towards Toa Payoh and towards your Adam Road side, isn't it? That's the main road called Braddell and Bartley, isn't it? And if you drive, even the two main roads itself will also lead you to the different expressway, right? You travel to Braddell side, from your Bartley area, you will hit CTE easily, isn't it? I'm doing a geography lesson now. Okay, but what I'm saying is this. The network is right smack in the middle. Bartley, right? Bartley, Braddell is right smack in the middle of Singapore. So it's quite easily connected to all your expressways. Whether it's CTE will lead you to PIE, and later on, will lead you to AYE, isn't it? Then if you travel up northeast, you will hit TPE and KPE. Okay, so that's generally if you drive, whether which part of Singapore you work in is quite easily accessible in terms of public as well as public roads itself. How about food? Like I said, food is important. Okay, food is important, and the cost of living when it comes to the food in the area. So you can see from Bartley Vue, the small little location here, you can branch out to Upper Paya Lebar, Tai Seng, BreadTalk area, Nexa, Woodleigh. Hey, ample food for all of us to enjoy. Okay, and if you don't feel like driving, you don't even need to drive. Next is only one MRT stop away. And maybe if you include the parking and the waiting and all that, maybe you don't drive, it's cheaper, you know. You just take an MRT train, right? $1, you pay the SMRT, you reach there. It's cheaper than parking, isn't it? $1 there, $1 back, maybe $2. Yeah, your parking is $3 already. Petrol, yeah, so time to find parking. So all these are opportunity costs, isn't it? If you put all this together, maybe you take a station, one MRT station away, you can reach food. Okay, I like Tim Ho Wan. If you want to eat dim sum, come jio me. Okay, and of course the chicken noodle is quite nice for Hawker Chan itself. And one of my favorite is, or rather my daughter's favorite, not mine. Okay, but I don't mind eating it in Thai food. So that's generally the food at your doorstep itself. Literally, some of them are literally at your doorstep. How about the views? Let's look at the view. It's 16-story high. For Bartley Vue itself, it's 16-story high. Okay, how about the view in the area? Remember, surrounding the area, there's a lot of what? Landed properties, isn't it? So how does the view look like? Yeah, so this is, I know on screen it may look a little bit small to all of you, especially those of you who are watching on Facebook. Hi, those of you who are saying hi on Facebook. I haven't had a chance to say hi to you. Hello everyone. Okay, thank you for watching tonight's session on Bartley Vue itself. Now, these are the views. You can see where northern orientation, southern orientation, east and west orientation. All generally quite good view. Okay, and pretty far away, especially you look at views like this, right? Overlooking the landed properties. And even if you overlook the school, you notice the school, it's also low rise, right? The school. So the view tend to be a little bit better, okay, because of the fact that you are surrounded by low density area. Low density area means what? The lower the density, usually the height of the building is lower, but low density low density, less people per square kilometers, right? So that's how you function in terms of a low density versus a high density area. Where is a high density area? Your HDB are very high density area, okay? Because of the fact that HDB stores house so many people within the same block itself, right? So that's high density. So now let's quickly go right in and see some of the things. If you are worried about what's the maintenance fee, this is estimated 480 right up to 560. Okay, there's only two price range. This is the estimated cost of maintaining, okay, the property itself. Okay, this is just to pay the contractors to go and clean your pool, engage security guards and all that. So this is a maintenance fee. It comes, even if you stay HDB, you also must pay town council to go and clean the common area. If you stay HDB, you also must pay $120 if you stay in a HDB estate with a sheltered parking lot, isn't it? So it's the same. You add all these costs up, it's pretty much $300-400. All right. So this one is 480. Okay, and this is the breakdown of all the different range of the sizes, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms itself. Okay. Now, I'm pretty much coming to the end already. So I just want to also show you Well, while it is a 115 unit condo, you can see they are not skimping in terms of the facilities, okay? Because Wee Hur is known for its good quality projects, okay? So they are also giving you good quality facilities. And what's interesting is this, they know that increasingly more and more people may be looking at electric vehicles. So they actually put in 2 charging points at the car park itself. If I'm not wrong, I read somewhere in basement 2. Okay, so they're going to put in charging points so that you are prepared. As a green building, you are prepared. They are green mark certified, by the way. They have a green mark certification for this project itself. Okay, so they are thinking about sustainable building. Okay, some features of it are sustainable itself. So good. All right. So now let me do a very quick round up by rounding up with a quick poll. Poll meaning I'll get you guys to vote. What's the advantages of owning a Bartley Vue? Okay, I'm going to show you a list of things. You can vote as many as you want. I'm giving you 4 choices. So you will see this. Those of you on Facebook Live, I apologize you cannot see this. But those of you on my Zoom, you probably can start voting. You can see this and you can start voting. Okay, yes. Do continue the votes coming in. I will show you the results very shortly. So what are some of the advantages of Bartley Vue? Let's do a very quick recap, right? On some of the advantages of owning a Bartley Vue itself. Okay, I'm seeing quite a lot of votes come in. Yes. Yes, I'll share you the results very shortly, my friends. Don't worry, I'll share you the results pretty shortly. So let's keep the votes coming in. Let's keep the votes coming in. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, there's almost 100 of you in the session on Zoom. Okay, and on Facebook Live, I don't know how many more. Okay, those of you on Facebook Live, I apologize that you cannot vote because this one is voting on Zoom. We're just having some quick recap. All right, let's wait for another 20-30 seconds before I close the polling, and I'll show you the results very shortly. Okay, yes, let's leave the question open for another 20-30 seconds. Okay, good. Keep it coming. Those of you who have not voted, you can see something on the screen. Please press your button a little bit. Go and vote lah. You can vote as many as you want. What are some of the advantages of owning this particular project called Bartley Vue? That's my question, right? And I give you 4 strategies or 4 things to think about. Okay, good. Let us show you. Yes, those of you, about half of you have voted. Let's look. Okay, many of you know that it is 5 minutes walk to MRT station. That's obviously the main selling point. Okay, relatively low entry price. Some of you agree. Okay, some of you not very sure. Okay, but exit strategy is definitely one of the things you want to think about. And what's the exit strategy I highlighted earlier? HDB upgraders is one of your exit strategy. Means you buy, you can sell to them. Parents are another exit because of 𝘧𝑗𝑠𝑡𝑒𝑙�ＬA school, isn't it? Okay, the other thing that is, if you are really buying this to stay on your own, you will notice the low density will appeal to you because low density will also present quite a fair bit of peace and quiet to all of us when you buy a Bartley Vue unit. And of course, we do not lose the convenience because you are 5 minutes walk away from the MRT station. Okay, so with that, let me just end off by showing you a quick round up. Okay, a quick round up of what I'm saying. And this is my very last slide already before I say good night to everyone. Okay, so we have got low entry price. We have got 5 minutes walk. Many of you voted for this, low density. And of course, your exit strategy in terms of your HDB upgraders. Okay, as well as the other exit strategy will be parents coming to buy from you. So all in all, what I'm saying is this. When you purchase a project like this, Bartley Vue itself, okay, low entry price, that's what we look for, right? Because the land price is low. The walk to MRT, obviously, the convenience that it presents, obviously, that's a selling point. Okay, low density, that's for people who stay there. You want to enjoy peace and quiet. That's the serenity, right? Yet you do not lose the convenience because you're near the MRT station. Okay, the last one would be you enter, you must know how to exit. Your exit strategy will be your HDB upgraders coming to buy from you because of Bidadari MOP projects, HDB flats, and of course, the 𝘧𝑗𝑠𝑡𝑒𝑙𝑎 effects of parents buying from you. If you guys I've come to the end. If you guys need more information to make a more informed decision, please do not hesitate. I urge you, please contact any of our ERA teammates, any of our ERA trusted advisor, the person who invited you here. Please talk to them. They will give you more details, okay, about the 2, 3, 4 bedrooms that you are going after, and possibly help you make a decision to buy this. Remember, there's only 115 units to go about. We don't have a lot for you to choose from. So make the effort, talk to us, okay, any of our ERA teammates, and we're more than happy to assist you. With that, thank you very much for your attention. Those of you on Facebook, hello and bye. With that, for you, those of you on Zoom, I'll hand over now to the hosts.